Let's go. Hey yo, let's go. Hey yo, if y'all new to the stream, man, add me on Instagram, 203 Pack, man. Add my Rumble Pack 203. Man, let's go. We litty. Be back in. We're gonna get in some of these reactions, man. You see I'm live with Sneako. Sneako gonna come on later. So y'all just tune in. Tune in with Sneako gonna pop in later. I know he collabing and stuff. I know I've been going for a couple of days, but you know, daddy. I'm a dad first. So let's get into some of these reactions though. All right. Andrew Tate, UK and US opinion.
Before we wrap up, what's your opinion on Andrew Tate and what's your opinion on him getting cancelled?
Man, Andrew Tate. The thing about Andrew Tate is that I feel he should be able to say what he wants to say.
Say what he wants to say.
Yeah, it's work. I mean, they caught him with that.
Chat, how y'all feel about Andrew Tate, man? How y'all feel about Andrew Tate? I know it's gonna be a lot of people in the comments in the chat talking about he's whatever, he does this, he does that, he sells sex slavery, whatever he does, all this crazy stuff. But to be honest, he debunked it all. He already had debunked all of it. So I need to stop coming with all that. As far as we know, he has no charges. So don't go here and say he be sex slave and whatever, man. He debunked everything. He debunked everything. He has no charges against him. That can't just say someone is something without being charged, especially something criminally. You can't just make this stuff up. So all you big girls, all you single women, stop hating. Stop hating. It's easy. Close your mouth. Listen to some. You might learn some knowledge. Let's get back into this.
That video of him hitting some woman, but I'm like, it sounds more like a thing, you know, like I think I don't really think it was the hitting the woman part. I think everybody was just upset at the things he said.
But apparently, the comeback to that was it was all like a kink, and he recorded it on purpose. It was like they were playing in the bedroom type of thing, you know.
And you see, that's the part they don't give us because I didn't hear that part.
You didn't hear that part.
My issue with Andrew Tate is that I think Andrew Tate needs to learn how to deliver his message. Because I feel every time I saw a video or a clip of him, he was always yelling or had this aggression in his voice. And I feel like if he could soften that down and speak really soft, people, I think it's the yelling. Because, like, for example, Lil Duval would say the same thing Andrew Tate said. But Lil Duval is such a comedian. In his delivery, you would like, Lil Duval would be like, yo, stop messing with these poor hoes. Know your worth, King. That's the same thing Andrew Tate says.
But it's like
chat. Most of the people said, most of the guys say shit like that. Most of the guys say shit like that. Keep it real. Stop messing with these low budget hoes. Stop dealing with these emotionally messed up people. You're not a doctor. Don't try to fix them. Most of the guys say shit like this. Most of the guys say shit like this, man. So don't just single him out because he out here talking about what color is your Bugatti. Y'all just be mad. Y'all mad. Like, y'all leftovers. Like, it's all right. He don't want to throw these leftovers in the microwave. He want to throw them away. Just stop being mad.
It's how you say it, right? That's what matters.
Like I said, two people can have the same message, but how they deliver it can make a big difference. You have to be good communicator. You got to know how to, you got to have delivery. You got to, but every time you see Andrew Tate, it seems like he's yelling. And I didn't really agree with them banning him.
Chat, most of the time he wasn't yelling. He was just saying, people feel like the way he was saying it or hurts them. It makes them feel bad. But it doesn't matter. He wasn't saying to hurt you. He was just spitting facts. A fact is a fact, no matter what it is. If I say the sky is fucking blue and the sky is blue, it doesn't change the fact that the sky is blue. It hurts you. It hurted you that I said the sky's fucking blue. Come on, bro. Get your soft on your special time of the month ass out of here.
Like, and it got to the point where like Visa also said they're not processing payments.
Apparently, even Airbnb hopped on the wagon and said, "No, you're not allowed to use the app." Yeah.
I don't want corporations taking moral stances on anything.
Thanks.
Corporations are the most unethical entities under capitalism
In this planet
like,
right now.
Don't take stance on ethics, bro. Please. Don't. You just set yourself up because now, like Chase Bank canceled business with Kanye because of anti-Semitism. And now everybody's digging up the fact that Chase Bank insured slaves during the slave trade and made money off of slavery.
Yeah, just a bunch of hypocrites, really, you know.
Yeah, you opened a can of worms, man. But yeah, Andrew Tate, man, I think let him come back, bro. Free speech, man. Whatever happened to just free speech, bro?
Like I agree with that. He should have free speech, and some of his messages, like he's talking facts, right?
Majority of his messages, he's talking facts. Who gives you guys the choice of saying what is true and what is not true? What's information? What's misinformation? And what's not information? Y'all are pushing a narrative. What? Why y'all pushing this dumbass narrative? What are y'all put? Y'all can't do this, bro. And y'all taking stances. Y'all are supposed to deliver some type of whatever. If it goes through streaming, if it is a Airbnb, is a bank. Y'all shouldn't be in none of that. You're not. Your job is not to be in that. Your job is to hold my money, hold my pocket. Your job is to post this thing. That's not your job to have moral stances on stuff. Nobody cares about all these people talking about get them off. All the people that were talking about get Andrew Tate off. Y'all are not even the top. Y'all not even in the top YouTube. Y'all not even on the YouTube forwards. Y'all not even the top YouTubers. Even the top YouTuber, I have PewDiePie. I reacted to one of his videos. He even said the N-word. Y'all let shit like that go? Y'all let stuff like that go? But a man talk about stop hanging with trash women or stop dealing with trash women. Y'all get rid of them? That's crazy. Come on. This is crazy, bro. This shit's crazy. This shit opened my eyes, man. I gotta beat the Matrix, man.
Yeah.
But the other half of it, he deliberately says outrageous things for the shock value.
And that's the sad part, bro, that we need to sit down and realize, like, why is shock value the way to go, like, make it now?
Because everyone's easily offended, right? So the only way to grab their attention is shock value.
Yeah, it's like, it seems, bro, it's getting a little, a little crazy, man. And I feel like everybody should be able to say what they want to say, and if somebody, and that's why I like Patreon, because you can go say what you want to say, and if you like this person, you can go pay money.
That's it.
If you don't like this person, you're not gonna go pay money. Like, everybody's gonna have to start putting their opinions.
And even like if somebody had a conspiracy against you and they wanted to chop clips up and expose,
or you could go on Rumble, go to my Rumble, PAC 203. I'm more free flowing. I'm more giving it up straight raw. Because certain things, you got to dumb down the message, because these people be walking around with their feelings on their sleeve. I don't like the way he said that. Oh, that hurts me. Women are property. Listen, man, I ain't even gonna lie, but I'm not even gonna sign that paper. But I believe, just like a NBA star signs to a team, the woman signs to the team, aka the family, to the team. You could do whatever you want on a basketball team, but you will be cut from the basketball team. But it doesn't change the fact that you belong to that basketball team. It's the same way as women. You belong to that team. You belong to this family. You're part of this. This woman is part of you. She belongs to you. And so, as much as I believe, vice versa, it is kind of the same. Vice versa, the man belongs to the woman. You are her man. You belong to her. But people get so butthurt about the analogy. The analogy is like I said, an NBA player signs to a team. He belongs to the team. He can do whatever he wants, and they can sever the contract. But it doesn't change the fact as he making money on his team. He signed to this team. He promotes his team. He belongs to the team. That's just the facts, bro. It's just the facts.
They're not really gonna pay money to do that. You know what I mean?
No. I've never heard nobody got outraged and said, "Here's a clip from the Patreon." No, they always get it from YouTube.
Oh, it's from YouTube.
Chat, what y'all feel about that, man? How y'all feel about that? Let me see if any of y'all came in. Hey, yo, Sneako coming in later, though. Yeah, y'all tap in. Y'all tap in. Sneako coming in later. Let's see. Let's get in. What y'all try and watch, man? Oh, it's complicated. It's complicated channel, man.
Hi, dropshippers. It's
Pearls of Wisdom.
time to focus on what you do best. So go to wix.com/dropship.
If there was one thing men needed to learn.
Hey, if you watching the channel, man, subscribe to the channel, man. Don't be a ninja watcher, man. Subscribe to the channel. Give it a like, man. Y'all be acting mad corny. Y'all don't want to support people. Support people, man. Show love. Nothing wrong with that. Hit the subscribe button.
About women, what would it be?
Don't listen to us. We don't even know what we want. Like, and I know it's funny because I have a platform, but I really try not to give advice for that reason.
She already spitting them facts.
Are you a 10? What's your body count? And what do you bring to the table?
A body count? He asked, are you a 10? What's your body count? What you bring to the table? She getting some money now. She getting some money. She getting some of that YouTube, that analytics, some of that commercial money. She's not a 10. Chat, what you think she is? Put it in the chat. I think she's like she's a 5. A 5 is good. A 5 is mid, in the middle. That's middle. That's average. And what else he said? Body count. I think her body count at least like 33. Little 33. Jordan.
Oh gosh. Am I a 10? No. I would say 1 to 10. I give myself a 5. I think.
Facts. I know it. I already know it. On looks, she is a 5. She's average. Some people, you might be a little low. I'm gonna keep that on the low. But 5.
Good day, I'm a 6. Oh gosh. What's my body count? Well, I haven't killed anybody, so 0. What do I bring to the table?
33.
I'm good with kids. I'm very helpful.
All women should be good with kids. Listen, man. Guys, listen. Ladies, vice versa. If a man not good with the kids, or a woman not good with the kids, get them up out of here. You ain't got no future with them. Get them up out of here. Get them up out of here. If you awkward around kids, all that weird, get them up out of here, man. You out here wasting time. Don't deal with those type of people. I don't care how good they look. It's always a better looking person or someone that looks just as good. Get rid of them.
And I'm very supportive. And I don't know if men value this, but I was thinking about this the other day. Whenever I'm with a guy, like, I always try to make his life like better. So if he has like something, like, even if it's like small, like, I always try to like make his life better.
My cars are dirty. You gonna wash my cars? You gonna take them out, pull them up, wash them?
And like think of things that are like unique to him. Like, I don't know, I used to like clean my ex-boyfriend's apartment, and so when he came back, he'd be like surprised at the clean apartment or stuff like that.
I think the answer you're looking for is, I am the table.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Damn, you got the commercials. You got the commercials on. Yo, listen, chat. This is how you know someone really getting money. If they got 3 to 4 commercials in their one video, they making a lot of money. You gotta go check their social media. They making a bag. We talking about 20K plus, 30K plus, like.
Sorry. Oh, and I will say, I make some mean chicken. I make such good chicken.
Yeah, we know that's cap. Bro. We know that. Just by this white skin there, we already know that's cap, boy.
When you were a little girl, what did you want to be when you grew up?
I wanted to be a singer.
Okay. Do you plan on using your current YouTube status to launch your singing career?
Not as much. I might drop like an album at some point, maybe like Red Pill music. I like to freestyle rap too. People are surprised by that usually. Maybe, but not. That would never be like the main thing. But maybe as like a side thing.
Do you miss living in the U.S. and why?
Yes, I miss my family a lot.
Chat, hold on. Hold on, chat. Chat, tap in, chat, tap in. How to open the door for somebody. Let's see how many people in the chat, man.
And I miss. I don't like being like an 8-hour flight away from every collab or like every. Yeah, I do miss the U.S., but I like playing volleyball in the UK.
How is dating different in the UK than it is in America?
They saying all the girls in the UK mid though. That's what I heard from all the YouTube videos, all the Omegos I be on, all the Omi TVs. Them they be mid. I ain't never seen no bad joint yet. Yeah, unless they're mixed and they come from someplace else. They come from a different country.
The men dress better in the UK, and I'd say it's similar. The men dress better, and so do the women, actually.
Cat.
You are the most prominent female in the manosphere. How did that happen?
Oh gosh, it's like a long story. It was a couple months ago. I started a YouTube show, and I told myself I was gonna stick to this live stream schedule. I was like, I'm gonna do 3 days a week. I upped it to 4, but it was.
We practically use Grammarly every single day when working in front of our computer. We use it for business emails, writing scripts.
3 days a week at the time. I'm gonna have people from everywhere, and we're just gonna talk about relationships. And I thought that London was cool because it's the only place in the world that like every.
London is so much similar like the US, like, but it's just mid. It's just like, but they try to copy the US, the style, the swag, the relationships are kind of the same. The women, the thinking is like kind of the same. Like women kind of think the same way over there, but they be mid.
Everybody, you'll meet someone from Spain, you'll meet somebody from Italy, you'll meet someone from all over Europe, and you know, it's like you'll have completely different views on relationships. And I just thought that was so cool how diverse it was. So that and hard work, I would say.
You've obviously grown in popularity in a short period of time because of your great work ethic. Where did that come from?
My dad. He's the hardest worker I've ever met in my life. Like literally, he worked 60, 70 hours a week my whole life. And I was telling you this earlier, like when I was a kid, I always felt like I was dumb. And it was because I was a year young for my grade. So like when I graduated high school, I was 17. And so I always just felt like I was like behind. And I just remember there was this one time when I was a kid, I was like.
You heard that what she said about school, man? I think school is a scam. I ain't gonna lie. I think school is a scam. Don't be mad if you think you're behind than other kids, because the greatest people in the world that created things, that make things, that invent things, they think differently. They view the world differently, and school is only a contraption just to keep you a worker. It's a way to keep you a worker. Oh, he's gonna be a good worker when he get a 4.0, greatest worker ever. You not smart enough to. You're smart, but you're not smart enough to think outside the box. That you know that you got to break free, and you just, yeah, I already know, man. Escape the slave mind, man. Escape the matrix.
Really frustrated because I was really bad at math at the time. And I told my dad, I was like, Dad, like, I'm too stupid. I can't do this. Like, da da da. And I was being a woman, right? Whining. And he told me, he said, it's not about how smart you are, it's about how hard you work. And I promise you, in 10 years, you're going to be ahead of everybody because you have that. You have that work ethic, and you can't teach that. You can have the smartest person.
I have a challenge for all of you. Go to every computer in your house, your
We
mom,
had
your dad,
two.
your sister,
We
your
had
other
two
sister,
already.
and install Honey. Wait, Mom, before you check
I believe
out,
you got 2 more.
I would take a hard worker over a smart person every day. I hire people every day. And it just kind of stuck with me because it was like the older and older I got, the easier and easier life got for me. Like, I just feel like I've never been someone that's naturally talented at things, but I work really, really hard. And it's funny because like 17 or 18 and younger, you it's really all about like what you're gifted, not like what God gave you basically. But it's kind of funny because the older you get, you really start to see like the divide in the people that worked hard the last 10 years and the people that didn't. Because the people that didn't end up getting really fat. Shout out to a lot of y'all I went to high school with.
Shots fired.
Yeah. But yeah, I would say my dad and my family. Like, we would always, it's funny, we say in my family, like, when we go on vacation, it's not rest. Like, we go on vacation and we hike 10,000 feet, or we go ice climbing, or it's like you're working still on vacation. So,
What do you say to people who think you're a chameleon or that you're only in this for your own benefit?
I could have gotten, I probably would make more money. Honestly, I had almost 1 million followers, 80% women. So I almost was on national TV for like relationship quizzes. I could have made money doing a lot of things. So yeah, if they think that, it's okay.
Would you agree that the majority of your subscribers are not only men, but are black men?
Oh gosh. Um,
Chat, I think she like black men. I think she like black men. She be talking about she be want to be dominated, like, or like she want like a super masculine man. I could see a guy named Pookie or Ray Ray with her.
yes, probably.
Why do you think that is?
I think it's because I've noticed that a lot of people that follow me seem to like that I came from like a 2-parent household. And I've noticed that a lot of my followers came from a 1-parent household. And I think oftentimes people that come from not just, but like people that come from 1-parent households.
In the next 60 seconds, I'm going
They
to
get
show
too
you how
much
to
money,
use my
man.
own software platform, Groove.cm, to run my
Have trouble because they've never seen what a healthy relationship looks like, and they kind of like to hear me talk about like my parents. And I just think the single motherhood rate is higher in the black community, but I would say a large portion
Y'all don't get triggered, man. She telling the truth. She definitely telling the truth, man.
of my audience is white too.
Would you agree that being a white woman in the manosphere is even more unusual?
It's not a
I
lot of
guess I am
Caucasian
the only
people.
one. Yeah. I never thought about it, but I'm thinking of all the other girls. Oh no, there's one more. There's one more. Yeah, I would still say it's unusual. Yes.
How
Jedediah.
many other women do you know who are like you?
I know a lot of women that don't care, that are like in the middle and really aren't super opinionated. But like me and think the same way I do, maybe 5.
Another characteristic that makes you stand out as a female white woman in the manosphere is that you are very transparent. You talk about your feelings, you don't wear much makeup. What do you attribute that to?
Men don't care about that shit.
My family, it's funny. I have a family and we're like a top, and I don't say this to brag, I just say to give context, but my dad was a top 1% earner. And one of my favorite comments, like to this day, about my family was, "Y'all are rich, but you look poor." and I my parents always taught me to like not value material things, and we were just always very open in my family. So yeah, I just never was really into like the clothes, the makeup, and that sort of stuff.
Do you ever feel vulnerable because of your openness?
Yes.
You've made it known that you come from a large affluent family. What makes you different from most women that are attracted to labels and status?
Nothing.
Aren't you the strong, independent
Damn, he got so much commercials. He getting money, y'all.
woman that feminists claim to be, but rather than hating men, you're actually fighting for them?
Sort of. I think about that sometimes. I'm like, because I wasn't expecting everything to blow up this fast. It's funny, I really never chased money. I always just chased like doing something that I like to do and was interested in. And speaking about things that I like talking about and that matter to me. But yeah, I guess. Sorry, that's a good question. So you said you could call it. That's a yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
Of the following, which of these makes you feel loved the most? Words of affirmation, quality time, receiving gifts, acts of service, or physical touch?
Sure, how y'all feel about this? Which one is yeah? Which one is yeah? Spending time. That's me. Spending time. But what is words of affirmation? What is that? Like, what does that mean?
In romantic relationships, I would say physical touch.
Would you assume that physical touch would be most men's love language because every other love language you could get through friendship?
Probably, yeah.
And would you assume that the second would be quality time because time is your most precious resource and everything on that list takes time?
You know what's funny? Mine used to be acts of service. But I think the older I get, the more like quality time means to me because we have less of it.
Has the manosphere affected your personal dating experiences and relationships? If so, how?
Yes. I broke up with I broke up with my last boyfriend because I was thinking like that he was yeah, like actually it's funny. Kevin Samuels told me to break up with my last boyfriend. Um because I didn't think we would get married, and I was like, well, yeah, so I would say yes.
What about your friends and family?
Yes. My family, they support me and they're very supportive, so there hasn't been an issue there. Um, but no, I lost a friends of like I had a friend of 18 years that stopped being friends with me because of this stuff. Yeah, I've lost a lot of friends doing this type of content.
How do you feel about the manosphere as a whole?
I love it. I think it's great. I think there's not a lot of content that advocates for men, and I think it's raising awareness of a lot of things that like
Red Pill coming mainstream, y'all. Shit be coming mainstream, man. There's gonna be a whole channel on the news that just dedicates around Red Pill. Nah, I think that's too much. That's too much. Like they ain't gonna let that happen. They want to keep you trapped, keep you got all worker ants.
that society just doesn't really like talk to you about. So when I first entered the manosphere, I could not understand why people wouldn't want to get married. But then you learn more about the laws and the way
It's happened. $49 suits are here.
He getting too much money, y'all.
Sale for a limited time. $59.
that men really aren't advocated for in society. And now it's a year later and I'm like, wow, I probably wouldn't get married if I was a guy. And it's things like that that I think are important for men to be aware of. So I think it's great.
What are its strengths and weaknesses?
Okay. Strengths. there's a lot of guys that actually genuinely want to help men. Um, they have courses, they have any self improvement you can find in the manosphere. Weakness. I think sometimes. I gotta think. I think sometimes I would like to see people do in-person interviews more. I think a lot of times, like, we'll get cooped in a studio or cooped in a reaction area, and I really like, and this is myself included. Like, I think we should go out in the field more and like talk to people in real life.
I think that's a great idea. I think maybe we should go do that. What do you think?
Yeah, we could maybe do it.
Why does the manosphere spend so much time focusing on masculinity rather than misandry?
Because we love women. We love y'all. We love y'all. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for a woman. The truth. None of y'all be here if it wasn't for a woman. So you gotta love them. You love them. You love the good ones the right way, and don't take advantage of them, and lead them in the right places, in the right direction, man. But all you trash assholes, throw y'all in the trash.
I don't even think the manosphere is fully aware to like the extent of misandry. I mean, that sounds silly, right? That's what we do. But it's like, even with you, like, there's questions that you ask that I never would have thought of, that make that it like proves the point that society has open misandry against men. But it's so ingrained in us that like we don't even think about it. And I think sometimes even us, it's always, men need to be more, men need to step up. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's just innate. I don't know.
Why does the manosphere spend so much time on self improvement and men grooming themselves to please toxic women that just want to use them and bring nothing to the table?
I think it's a response. What other choice do you have? Most men don't want to die alone. Most men want a wife and want a kids and want a family. So, you could say step up to women, and I agree, but the only thing you can control in life is yourself. So if you really want to get laid or get with a girl, like, there's no cheat code to it. That's the only.
Chad, he making way too much money. He got all these in this shit, man. I said checking shit up on Social Blade.
Only way you can do it. I think men want to get laid. Yeah.
Facts. Facts.
Where do you hope to see the manosphere in 5 years?
Mainstream.
I'd like to see some of the laws change, and I'd like the manosphere to help do that.
What would you like to know about me?
What made you so passionate about this?
I would start by saying personal frustrations. I got tired of people saying one thing and doing another, getting all these conflicting pieces of advice when we're all kind of want the same outcomes. We all want love. We all want respect. We all want to know how to better ourselves. Basically, trying to understand what is authentic and what are misconceptions that need to be debunked. Just a curiosity, a sense of wanting to know the truth, a sense of wanting justice, real fairness. I think a lot of it comes from that.
Mm-hmm. A lot of it was curiosity for me too, when it started. Because when I first started, I was just really curious and nosy. But then you start to learn about all the ways that men have been disadvantaged in society, and you're like, God damn, men have it hard.
What is the best and the worst thing about being a woman?
The best thing is how helpful the world is to you, I would say. I think as a young woman, like people are more willing to help you, and you kind of get into more doors. I would
Facts. Even the single moms, the kids, they just got people are just like willing to help. People are willing to help, running help ASAP. Anybody, especially even women, just like men are here to protect. Like we're willing to protect and provide and do anything, even if you don't even know a woman. If there's a poor, beautiful woman on the street, I guarantee you she'll get a home in no time. Someone to pick her up and take care of her, or get her situated before it be a man her same age.
say the worst thing is we're all crazy deep down. Like even the most sane women, and this is I really try not to act like I'm better than any woman. Like there's just a part of us that we get emotional, and it's crazy because sometimes, and even if you control it, like you could be completely in control, maybe no one else will even know you feel like this, but you'll be super upset over something and you'll know it's so stupid, and you know it's stupid, but you can't help it. But you can't help how you act, ladies. Let's not no excuses that in that way, but you still feel how you feel.
What would you think is the best and worst thing about being a man?
um the best thing about being a man
Sleep whoever you want to,
is,
and not be judged with it. Not be judged for it.
let me think. I think that the best thing about being a man is that you life gets better as you age, whereas women, like, we have this constant, like,
Listen, the truth is, listen, for the beautiful, the top 10% most beautiful women, they live easy. But if a man becomes that top tier man, that's the best thing in the world. Future ain't got no worries, bro. Futures ain't got no worries. Chris Brown ain't got no worries. If you build yourself up to get to that level, man, you winning. You taking a dub the whole way to the top, bro. You get whatever you want. You do whatever you want. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. So it's better to be a top tier male than a top tier woman. How y'all feel about that?
biological clock type of thing, but like as a man, life gets better. But I think that the worst thing about being a man is that society treats you as expendable. Yeah, that's what I would say.
Why don't the good, decent women in the world regularly call out or shame the trash women for how they treat men?
There's a stupid sister code, and I don't get it. I think bad behavior is bad behavior, and women should be able to call it out.
Too many of these shits, man. You get too much money.
Out, and men should be able to call it out. But women feel like we need to protect other women, and I think it's innate too, because men do it too. And I think there's a reason that women and children get off the boat first, and it's because there's something in us that like feels like we need to protect other women, but don't stop it.
Just picking up on the idea of sisterhood, do you think there's more of a mutual brotherhood between men or a mutual sisterhood between women?
Sisterhood between women.
If it's women, why is it often said that women can't get along with other women?
Oh, that's a good. Maybe I'm wrong. You know,
I think it's brotherhood because men have like this thing like this. Y'all ever go out to the club? Y'all ever go out to the club or the bar by yourself and you see a bunch of guys you don't know? You see guys you don't know, both drunk, and you be like, "Yeah, man, like, feel me? What's good, bro?" You chop it up with them. You don't even know them. I don't think women don't usually maneuver like that. They don't maneuver like that. So men like got this like it don't matter what race you are, what color you are. Like you got this like I be seeing a lot of white guys and we be chilling, cool, man. Most of the fights at the bar or the club be women anyway.
you're right. Okay, this is what I mean by a sisterhood. Like, I think men have more genuine friendships. That's absolutely true. But men won't. When I think of the sisterhood, I think of women defending other women's bad behavior, and men don't really do that. Men will call someone out, he'll make fun of you, but that's a more genuine friendship because you're being honest with the person. Where women, we don't do that.
Do you think it's true that men will insult each other and not mean it, while women will compliment each other and not mean it?
Yes, that's true.
If people became more aware of all the unknown double standards in our society, how much would actually change?
It's kind of sad. It's kind of sad that I feel like this, but I don't think that anything will change until women start to feel repercussions, because I think they say we care about ourselves more innately, and I don't think anything will change. I think women do know there's double standards deep down, but yeah, I don't think you'll see change until women start to see consequences.
Do you think we would become a better society if people learned to be more sensitive or more thick-skinned?
More thick-skinned, for sure.
Definitely thick skin. Hey, yo, when I was younger, listen, I know majority of y'all know this. Listen, this used to be the saying, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Like, people need to put that mindset back out. I be seeing these people in my comments talking about dumb shit, my opinion, all this dumb shit. And I'm not gonna say nothing back because they could get you for cyberbullying, but I don't care. I genuinely find it funny because all you stupid people that be commenting on my stuff, I go right to your profile and look what you do on YouTube. Look what you do. I see who you are. You be overweight. You be you got a bunch of cartoon stuff. You ain't even posting your own stuff. Bunch of anime stuff, man. You posted a video 7 years ago. Man, you don't got the right. Don't be commenting on my stuff. You better kick rocks, man. Don't be commenting on my shit.
I think some of y'all weren't bullied growing up, and it shows. It absolutely shows. This is one thing. I came from a big family, and we make fun of each other. And if you can't take a joke, you take a hike.
I don't even listen. Listen, man. When you're being bullied about something, that's the obvious reason. Say you're being bullied because you're small. Oh, you're small. You're a little guy. Obviously, you need to get in the gym and become a bit and get. You ain't got to be the biggest, but you need to get yourself together. These people calling you little. They talking about your shoes. Go get your money up. Get your money up. Buy all the shoes they can't afford. Get your money up. That's I think that's motivation. That's more money. That's gas to put in a car. Like, use that as gas. Y'all be too busy crying, talk about cancel somebody and stuff like that. Get your. I'm not even gonna start up here.
So yeah, thick-skinned.
If there was one thing men needed to learn about women, what would it be?
Don't listen to us. We don't even know what we want. Like, and I know it's funny because I have a platform, but I really try not to give advice for that reason. Because I just think, like, women, we want one thing one day and one day another. And if you give a girl everything she wants, she still won't be happy. So make yourself happy, put yourself first, and the women that actually want to be with you will follow.
If there was one thing women needed to learn about men, what would it be?
Men don't want to date baby mamas, so get married.
Yo, that was funny. That was funny. Girls be having 4, 5 baby fathers and shit like that. All right, you girl, man, you ain't getting y'all like me. You heard her. She said it. I ain't said it. She said it. Oh,
And have kids with the guy you're actually gonna stay with.
Why are there some people willing
wait,
to...
Wait. Let me add my cut on this. Listen, man. This is the truth, man. If a woman has if the woman has one child, all right, at my side. But if a woman has more than one children and more than one baby daddy, I guarantee you, 9 times out of 10, boy, when you be with her, y'all relationship's not gonna last. It's not gonna last. It's gonna end up single. It's a reason why. It's just it trickles down. So you just gonna have a baby out of wedlock. Baby mama gonna be out here messing with Pookie and Ray Ray. Y'all need to stop, man. Y'all need to stop.
Accept that life isn't fair while other people want to change the world?
Life isn't fair.
I think the people that want to change the world are actually kind of narcissistic because they think that they can't. I have like a weird view on this. I think the people that want to change the world are actually usually the worst people because half the time their life is messed up and they can't even fix their own life and they're trying to change the world. So
But he got so many commercials.
I feel like. Oh, wait, what you said it was change the world. What was the other word you said?
Oh, just accepting that life isn't fair.
Yeah, and I think the people that accept life isn't fair are the realists, and usually those are the best people because it just is what it is. Life isn't fair. But the people that try to change the world, usually their lives are messed up, and they're trying to change the world because they feel like they have no control over their own life, so they need to tell everyone else what to do.
If things can change for the worse, why do people assume things can't change for the better?
We should assume things can change for the better because things have gotten better over time. We live in the most safe society ever. We live in the most free society ever. I don't know why. I think sometimes maybe it's the media. Like we like as an average person will see more tragedies in a week because of our phones. We'll see someone get shot or we'll see someone get punched or a fight, something like that, where before people would never see it. So it's like we live in this society where even though a lot of things haven't happened to us personally, like we see these worst case scenarios, so we think the world's getting worse, but like people are lifted out of poverty every single day. It's the most safe and free the world has ever been.
You talk a lot about taking accountability. Where does blaming society end and personal responsibility begin?
With yourself, like it's you. I mean, you have a choice in life. You can either blame the world for your problems or you can take
You gotta adapt to the world, man. Don't try to change the world. Don't try to change her. Don't change nobody. Don't change it. Listen, man. You see the world for what it is and you move accordingly. Do not try to change nothing. You gotta be realistic.
responsibility. You have you're in control of your outlook on the world.
And following up on that, why do you think women are so attached to this idea of victimhood?
The Me Too.
I think that biologically, I don't want to misquote this, but I think women, our currency is attention, right? And if you're a victim, you get attention. So I think that's why women like to be victims, is because women will, like, what do they say? Attention is to women like sex is to men. And so if you're a victim, like, then you get the poor me, blah 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 blah. Because oftentimes men, kind of, they have that innate protection of women. So it's it's kind of like when a girl cries in public, the men come to her. It's like the same thing.
There is all this talk about creating a more fair and equitable society. What determines in life what should be a competition and what should have equal outcomes?
I think nothing should have equal outcomes. Like everything in life is a competition. That's my
Survival of the fittest, natural selection.
Yeah,
It's all part of evolution.
Where in history has everyone had equal outcomes? Never. Like, I don't know. Why do we? This is the thing about us. Our generation feels entitled to equal outcomes. That's entitlement. When did the peasant ever say to the king, "I should live like you"? Stop it.
Is it possible to have winners without having losers?
No.
Listen, chat. Listen, this shit be getting me. When you go to the little kid events and they give out everybody wins even though everybody didn't win, I be thinking in my head like, yo, this is how y'all gonna keep them losers forever. They need to know they lost. You need to go and practice with Coach Harder and come back and win. They might cry, all right. That's part of life. You cry, you win some, you lose some, man. Everybody don't walk away with a W because everybody don't deserve the W. It don't matter what age the little kids are or how old you are. The old lady against the other old lady on bingo. No, everybody did not win. Nope. There's no way. There's no participation trophy. Nope. We're not doing that. I feel like that's the stupidest thing.
There's winners and losers.
A great man once said that life is about choices and trade-offs.
Yes.
Shout out R.I.P. Godfather Kevin Samuels.
Yes.
Chat, how y'all feel about that, man? How y'all feel about that? How long I've been up here for? Oh, 50 minutes, man. Yeah, Sneako coming in soon, man. Y'all stay tuned. We probably get into another reaction real quick. What y'all want to see? What y'all want to see, chat? Oh, this is a good one. Ivan Priest, I'm not fat, I'm slim thick. Yo, chat, they be having OD commercials too.
I don't know about you. How many people you see make it to 70, 80, 90 who are obese? I can't think of one. As you get older, all that talk is not cute no more. You cutting off ankles. You cutting off limbs.
Everything hurts.
This is a sickness.
It's not a sickness.
It is a sickness.
No.
Literally.
No, it's not.
Let me get on this real quick, chat. I think I might come back to that. I might come back to that another day. But listen, chat, listen. There's two types of people in life, man. There's the people that take life serious and the people that are selfish. The people that take life serious, they're gonna exercise, they're gonna eat right because they want to help raise their grandchildren. And when they get older, they're still gonna exercise. Then there's the selfish people that are fat. They think it's okay to eat pork. They're overweight. When they get older, they're gonna be in the little scooters you see in like Stop and Shop somewhere. They're gonna be a nuisance to your family. You will be a problem. They're gonna have to go out their way to help you. All you had to do in the past is have to just put down the pork chop, man. Do a little run around the neighborhood. Do a couple push-ups, man. That fat asses need to get. Whoo! I don't even want to start on that though. Hey, yo, chat, but we'll get back into that other reaction later though, man. I don't think Sneako hasn't texted me, so it might be a dub. So, nah, I'm playing. I think Sneako really coming up here. I'll holla at y'all though, man. I see y'all tomorrow.